Hello and welcome to the team. We are so glad you're here. This right here is going to be your essential orientation to the New Mexico cannabis industry. We're going to cover all the foundational stuff that'll help you really shine in your new role. So let's just dive right in. Whether you're working with the plants, in manufacturing, or in a dispensary, understanding the entire landscape it's absolutely key to your success. And, even more importantly, it's critical to keeping things safe and compliant for everyone.
So here's what we'll cover. We're going to start with New Mexico's pretty unique cannabis journey, then we'll trace a product's path from seed all the way to sale. We'll get to know the Biotrack system, compare the rules for medical and recreational sales, and finally, we'll talk about your crucial role in safety.
First up, let's get some context. See, New Mexico's relationship with cannabis didn't just start a couple years ago with recreational sales. Oh no, it has this long, fascinating history that has totally shaped the industry that you're now a part of.
It all started way back in 1978. And what's wild is that New Mexico became the very first state to legislate cannabis research. That was largely driven by cancer patients like Lynn Pearson, who were just looking for relief from chemo. That early focus on patient care really paved the way for the official medical program in 2007, and then eventually the Cannabis Regulation Act in 2021, which finally kicked off recreational sales in 2022.
Now, this whole industry doesn't just run on its own. While a lot of agencies are involved, there are two you'll hear about the most. A good way to think about it is this. The Department of Health, NMDOH, focuses on the patient. They manage the medical program. Meanwhile, the Regulation and Licensing Department, or NMRLD, focuses on the business, overseeing all the commercial licenses and sales.
Okay, so how does this all actually work? Let's follow the product itself. Understanding this seed-to-sale journey is so fundamental because you can see how the whole system is built for safety and for accountability.
The journey has four main stages. It starts with production, that's the actual growing. Then you have manufacturing, where flower might get turned into things like pre-rolls or edibles. Next, a licensed courier has to transport the products between businesses. And finally, it all lands in retail, where you connect that product with the customer.
So you might be wondering, how in the world does the state keep track of millions of products across all those steps? Well, that brings us to one of the most important tools you will ever use. It's what we call the digital backbone of the industry.
And that tool is Biotrack. It's the state-mandated software, and it creates a digital record for every single THC product, from the moment it's a tiny seed to the moment it's sold. It's our system for inventory, for traceability, and for compliance. This is it. This is the absolute golden rule, and it is completely non-negotiable. Every single gram, every single transaction must be logged in Biotrack. There are zero exceptions. And this is where you come in. See, Biotrack is only as good as the information we put into it. Accuracy is everything. From verifying a customer's ID to entering product details correctly, your diligence is what ensures we stay compliant and protects patient privacy. And just so you know, falsifying information can lead to some really serious penalties. Speaking of customers, you're going to be serving two very different groups. It is absolutely vital that you know the different rules that govern sales to medical patients versus recreational consumers. Okay, let's break down the key differences. For recreational customers, they got to be 21, they have purchase limits per visit, and they pay an excise tax. For medical patients, it's 18 and up, they're tax exempt, and they operate on a 90-day rolling allotment of 425 units, which is just how the state measures different kinds of products. But most importantly, their information is protected by federal HIPAA law. And to help everyone identify these products, the state has a mandatory universal symbol. You'll see this red diamond with THC on every single product package. It's a super clear, simple warning for consumer safety, and it's required on both medical and recreational goods. Let's be crystal clear about this. HIPAA isn't just some guideline, it's a federal law. This means any information related to a medical patient, their name, their condition, even what they buy, is legally protected health information. It has to be handled with the absolute highest level of confidentiality. All right, let's bring it all home and talk about your personal responsibilities. Because beyond all the regulations and the software, your actions every single day are what create a safe and professional environment for everyone.
Because cannabis products are consumed, we treat them with the same standards as food. That means you'll need to get a food handler license, always use PPE like gloves, and be careful to avoid cross-contamination. We also practice first in, first out, or FIFO, just to make sure the product is always fresh. And of course, everything's stored securely in a cool, dark, locked space.
Professionalism is key here. That means dressing for safety, always wearing your employee ID, and just being aware of your surroundings to prevent accidents. And our policy on impairment? It's zero tolerance. If you happen to be on a prescription that might affect you, just let your supervisor know. You never need to disclose any private medical details. In any situation, your safety is the #1 priority, period. If a situation gets tense, your goal is to de-escalate it and separate yourself from any potential danger. Report every single incident, and make sure you know your site's specific emergency action plans. Safety really is everyone's job.
So as you start your new role, I want you to think about that question on the screen. You're not just an employee. You are now a guardian of this industry's integrity. Your attention to detail and your commitment to safety are what will ensure its continued success here in New Mexico. We are absolutely thrilled to have you. Welcome aboard.